Happy Halloween, guys. It is Plastic Disasta, and today I'm going to do the review of the Transformers Netflix Sparkless bot. As you can see from the packaging, this is a Walmart exclusive. And who is Sparkless bot, you might ask? Well, it's basically a zombie transformer. That's all you need to know. Speaking of zombies, have any of you guys seen any good zombie movies lately? Let me know in the comments below. Alright, so putting the figure aside, let's look at the packaging real quick. So taking a look at the packaging, you know this is a deluxe size box, and right here is the line art of Sparkless bot himself with a Decepticon logo on it. But what's weird enough is there is no Decepticon logo on the figure. And taking a look at the back of the box, you can see it takes 15 steps from robot mode to vehicle mode. On the side of the packaging, this is the Kingdom line art, even though the Sparkless bot did appear in Siege, which is season 1 of the Transformers Netflix show. Now with the packaging out of the way, let's take a look at the Sparkless bot. Just a heads up, for some of you guys who don't know about this figure, this is the same mold as the Siege or Earthrise Barricade figure, if I remember correctly. I mean, I don't own the figure, but I heard it's similar to it. But this is a great opportunity to take a look at this mold and what is it like to feel on my hands. Taking a look at the surface detail first, you know he's got a handful of them. It's got pretty nice ones on the arms and shoulders, the waist, the crotch, the thighs, but I wish there could be a little more on the chest area and on the feet. Moving on to the back of the figure, nice details as usual, and I noticed there are some pretty hollow gaps in there, which is pretty unsettling. Let's also appreciate the details on the back of the car doors. Now we're on the back of the figure. How does the kibble look? Well, we do have this ugly gap right there. I wish this back would compress a little more, but other than that, it's kind of passable. As for proportions, I find this a bit wonky, like how the arms is thicker than the legs. Well, specifically on the thighs. I wish the thighs would be just a little thicker. Let's address the elephant in the room. The painting. As usual, Hasbro or Takara did a great job on the face. What I'm kinda iffy about is all of this brown and orange and gray. It doesn't come off as dirty or zombie-like, because to me, this looks like brown orange camo. If it were like black, dark green with like rusty orange, that would look like a convincing zombie. I mean, I don't hate the color scheme, it's just that Hasbro and Takara could have done a different one. Guys, editing Plastic Disasta here. As you may notice, I did make fun of the painting of calling it dirty, and I realized that is the point of a zombie, because zombies are meant to be dirty. But what I failed to mention is that they could use weathering on the arms. That would be a little more convincing, but I still stand with my opinion. Let's move on with the review. On the bright side, the paint is actually quite durable, so kids can have fun with it. Okay, hold up. Let me take back the comment of kids can have fun with this. I forgot to mention that the knees have clear plastic. Clear plastic is somewhat durable, but not as durable as regular plastic. And if you know what I mean, they are prone to breaking as long as you're very careful with it. So with the issues out of the way, let's move on to the accessories, which the ones you're looking at right there on the shoulders, which would be the shoulder cannon, and you can remove them and combine it into this double barrel gun. You can have them either hold it on the hand or mount it on the wrist. And looking back at the weapons again, don't mind my hand, I just got done finishing a model kit lately. Let's appreciate the little details like the bullets in there and the other details around the gun. I almost forgot, he does have one more accessory. It's one of those police sirens. I think he could just use it as a little melee weapon. Do a little stabby stab or something. One more thing you could do with these shoulder cannons is that he can hold it like a baton. Unnecessary, but a very nice touch to it. Editing Plastic Disasta here one more time. You can even dual wield them. So that's about it with the accessories. And I want to point out that the barricade figure, not only it comes with the 2 shoulder cannons you saw, but it comes with another gun. And I find that one kind of odd. So let's move on to the articulation. The head is on a ball joint. The shoulder can rotate. The arm can reach up that far. Bicep swivel. 90-degree elbow bend. Wrist swivel, which is nice for a deluxe class. Waist swivel. The legs can kick up that far, move back that far, and it could do a full split. thigh swivel, bend at the knee more than 90 degrees. The feet can move up this much, and as for a pivot, this is all you get, but it's in a walkie angle. Moving on to the backpack, the car door can flap in and out. Overall, the articulation of this figure is actually pretty good. So far, this mold has been pretty solid. Size comparisons, here he is right next to the two big G's, the 1/44 scale RX-782, and the King of the Monsters, Godzilla. And since this is Transformers, here he is right next to Optimus Prime, Deep Cover, and Bumblebee. And why the hell not? Core Class Starscream. Alright, so now that you've seen him in robot mode, let's turn him into vehicle mode. One thing I forgot to mention, see this little hole right there? You might want to plug it into this tab right here before bringing the arms down. You're going to do the same thing for the other arm. The same thing for the other leg. Okay, so this one's a little tricky. I forgot to mention that. You might want to untap this just for momentarily so you can put these legs together, and you're just going to have to kind of shove it in there like so, and then you can close the doors. And here is the car mode, and I have to say, transforming this Sparkless bot is actually pretty easy, and as you can tell, he does roll fairly well. And even looking around at the figure, there is almost no kibble on this figure. Alright, I'm just gonna say it. I like the vehicle mode more than the robot mode. Come on, it looks clean even though it's supposed to be dirty. And if you really want to see some kibble, just look under the vehicle mode. I mean, it's somewhat filled, but there is like a little gap right there, but you're really not going to see it anyways if you want to display in vehicle mode. Size comparisons, here they are with the big G's, Deep Cover, Wheeljack, and Core Class Starscream. So let's turn Sparkless bot back to its robot mode so I can tell you my final thoughts. So for my final thoughts, overall, it's not that bad of a figure. In terms of how solid it is and the feel of the figure, I really like it. But in terms of the painting, well, let's just say they could have done a better color scheme for that. But in the end, it's just my personal opinion. If you like what you saw, then yeah, I say go for it. So that's about it for the review. I know there wasn't much to talk about. I mean, then again, it is a deluxe size figure, very quick transformation, and not much accessories. But I still want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, give a like. Any questions or concerns, comment down below. If you're new here, subscribe as well, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a safe and happy Halloween. So why didn't the zombie cross the road? Because it didn't have any guts. Yeah, I know. Bad jokes is gonna be a thing for the Plastic Disasta channel.